morning, friends. In part 17, we have seen that we react differently in different situations, primarily because we have three states of mind. One is the thought process, named as the parental state of mind, which comprised of critical parent and nurturing parent, and the second one, which is developed due to felt process, is the child state of mind, which comprised of adapted child, natural child, and little professor. And in between this thought process and felt process, there is a thought process called as adult state of mind. Depending and particularly when we are happy, it stimulates the natural child in us, and primarily it initiates the positive characters in the nurturing parent, which is basically starts with love and affection. Now, in this part 18, we will see some of the keys which will open the happiness inside us. In this, we will see the first two important keys. The first one is appreciation. Appreciation plays a very important role in interpersonal relationship, and it reduces stress to a considerable extent. For a smooth functioning of a machine, it is essential that frequently we need to fill up oil then and there. Every human mind also requires frequent appreciation in the form of oil. This appreciation ignites the happiness both in the giver and the person who receives this. For example, just think for a minute when exactly you appreciated the dish prepared by your wife. Now, some cases, husband also. We seldom appreciate openly. But the job of a housewife, think for a minute, the job of a housewife, it is 365 days, and they have to bring new items in all the 4 times: breakfast, lunch, evening snacks, and dinner. And those days it was their only profession, so they were doing it perfectly. Now they have also, today they also work in the office, come back and trying to prepare, trying to adjust. Yet without complaining, they are making good dishes. Exceptionally, maybe they are going for hotels and things like that, but then majority of them are making good dishes. Just test this today. Suppose if the dish they have prepared, say some snacks they have prepared, is very nice. For example, they have prepared a new sweet based on some TV cookery program. They will keep it on your plate without telling you anything, but they will be very anxious to see your reaction. Suppose the moment you take and spontaneously, if you find it is very nice and if you say very nice, their immediate reaction will be nice, have one more. Because the one word they expect from you is that you should like it if it is good. Suppose your mind is preoccupied and you have not commented anything and you are eating mechanically. They cannot wait. They will simply ask, how is this? Sweet. What? Sweet? I thought something else. Suppose your reaction, their whole encouragement goes off. Appreciating needs to be very, very important, needs to be given much importance because it develops the positive qualities in them. When you look for the positive qualities, it will subdue the negative aspect. Let me share with you a very interesting aspect which happened in 1988 when I was staying with my relative's house. I was transferred to Kanchipuram and just before leaving, they invited us for lunch. My eldest son was just 3 years old at that time. He had a habit of, whenever there is something prepared very nicely, he will come to me. When I eat, he used to come to me and get a mouthful from me. That will indirectly tell me that the item is very nice. If he doesn't come, that means he didn't like it that much. So we went to our relative's house. They all had lunch and I was little late. Around 3 o'clock I came back from the office and I was sitting on the table and the lunch was, the mutton biryani was served on my plate. The moment he saw me on the table eating mutton biryani, he came running, climbed the table and said, "Papa, give me a mouthful." My relative auntie, she immediately called my wife and said, "He has just come from the office. Your son is not allowing him to eat. You please take him away." I just told the auntie, "Auntie, your mutton biryani is excellent." She said, "You have not even started eating. How could you say just for the sake of saying?" I said, "No. Whenever the item is good, my son will come and take it for the second time from me. It will show that your dish is very nice." And when I started taking it, I found it was really excellent. Now, the very important point is, she now told my wife, "Let him be there on the table, let him enjoy with his father." You see, the auntie who was against my son now changed completely and said, "Let him also enjoy," because appreciation, even when there is a negative mind, appreciation helps them to change the negativity. It removes the negativity and it also brings positiveness. Whether in the office, if your subordinates, you find somebody. When a new officer came to my branch, I found he was very interested. He was a very hardworking person and was interested in collecting the old overdues. When he had made substantial progress, I made a special letter to my head office and got appreciation from the head of the department from central office. And one day, when he got that letter and when I handed over the appreciation letter, I really saw the tears in his eyes. He said, "This is the first time after 20 years I am getting an appreciation." In fact, we had an argument in one of the training programs about the role of appreciation. That day in Tanjavur, we went to a Chettinad hotel and we had some dishes. Particularly, the Manchurian was very nice on that day. So I called the bearer and said, please go and tell your chef that this Manchurian is delicately prepared and it is very nice. To our surprise, within 5 minutes, the chef came from the kitchen and said, sir, I am extremely thankful to you because this is the first ever time somebody has called me and appreciated that the Manchurian was very, very nice. Please permit me. I said, what? This is my gift. And he told the bearer, please don't charge for this. I am prepared to pay for this. We never expected that. But appreciation, if you start appreciating small things, it is not that we don't know, but we feel it is the duty of the wife to prepare the dishes. No doubt it is the duty of the wife, but they want our appreciation. If you start appreciating small things contributed by your wife or children, then you will find you are focusing on the positive aspect and the negative aspect will reduce to a considerable extent. This positiveness will develop and it will reduce the stress and tension. Even when you have something very sad or something, definitely this appreciation and appreciating the efforts of somebody will definitely help. That is why they always say that appreciate in open, criticize in person. That means appreciation, when you appreciate openly, in one of the very important vigilance cases, which two teams could not find out what happened, I was assigned that duty and the two general managers from head office were deputed to find out the reason and none of them could find out. And the last day, after struggling for 48 hours, I could find out the exact reason how it happened, and I shared with the top officials. And when the time came for him to say goodbye, in front of everybody, he took my hand and kissed and said, you saved my life from our chairman. This is appreciation. Appreciation brings the person to put any hard work. If somebody is there to appreciate the effort, that will reduce stress and tension to a considerable extent. The next important key is humor. How to use humor to reduce stress and tension. We will see about this humor and stress and tension in our next chapter. Thank you. Have a good day. My only request to you is, in case any one of you do not like this talk and you dislike this, please tell me in which aspect you don't like it. That means that will help me to improve further in my next episode and I can avoid. Thank you very much. Have a good day.